Alright, so you know the kicks. Let me tell you why they the grails.
The year was 95. MJ stepped on the court and caught a foul for doing him again.
But he kept rocking them.
The 11s were made to put on a show.
What's happening, my people? So I'm gonna just jump into this right quick. I'm gonna try not to procrastinate too long. So this is my pickup I got today. Shit, got that in. I'm lying. I did get this in today, but that's not what y'all came here to see. So this is one of the most iconic shoes that the brother has ever released. Probably one of the most iconic shoes, period, in sneaker world. But let's get into this. You see that box? Got that OG box. See the specs on it. Hopefully it's focusing. And also, we know the boxes are old to the OG, but for the price point, you would think they would come up with some premium packaging, because the Jordan 33s, the price point is $170. They don't have the nostalgia that these have, but technology wise and box wise, way better. And these right here like $50 more because of nostalgia, but cheaper materials and cheaper packaging. That's a negative. And pull this thing out. These right here, what can I say about this shoe? Like, there is a million reviews for this shoe, but everybody has their own story about it. So I remember, shit, when I was in maybe junior high, going into high school. Whenever these dropped, they were litty, or they were tight. They were cold. Back in the days, whenever these things dropped, everybody wanted these right here. And could we all get them? No, we couldn't get them. It was like 160, 170 at the time, and that was a lot for shoes. Like, I remember I was getting the Allen Iversons for, it was $100 whenever they was dropping. I was like, man, that's a lot. The Penny Hardaways was like $120, and that was like the most expensive shoe I had. I was like, whoa, $120, whoa. Then they changed the game with the foam posits drop. But anyways, they switched it up this year. Everybody knows, with the 45. It does make sense, rightfully so, because when these debuted, he was wearing 45. Because you remember, he retired, he came back from baseball, and he was wearing number 45. The playoffs started, and he was rocking 45 whenever he pulled these out. But then he switched to 23 in that series, and you can look in the annals of sneaker and basketball lore and whatever. But he got fined. These weren't up to code with the color code. Now you can wear anything in the league. But different things. People kind of talk about the high patent leather. I think that's dope. I love the high patent leather. Like, since they start kind of like gearing more towards the high patent leather, I really don't want them to go back to the low. I'm not gonna say I don't like it, because whenever they was dropping, I was like, oh my God, I was loving them. But now when you see it, I just like the high patent leather. It just, I don't know, it just looks better to me. But to me, like, as far as quality wise, like, they might have took a step backwards and stuff. I think because they're gonna be dropping so many of these. But I think like the Gym Reds and stuff was a better quality. Like, even they got this hump in the front and stuff. Like, the Gym Reds is sleeker or whatever. Then you know that that's the only two I got. It's like the 7210s, but you know the 7210s, they got the patent leather with the glitter inside of them. Then they have that prime leather up here and stuff. So there was a lot of other aspects. As far as things they could have changed, it would have made more sense if they went with a premium quality, it would have made more sense if they would have came like with maybe some shattered backboard quality leather on the back and stuff. Like that leather is soft though. It is soft. But you know the shattered backboard leather and stuff. And maybe this mesh right here, they maybe could have did something else. I wonder what they would look like if you put like, don't kill me in the comment section, but if you put like some prime knit up here or something, could you see that like with some prime knit? Would they do some prime knit 11s since they doing the prime knit? Maybe not, but or maybe they could have went with some premium leather for the upper up here, just something to switch it out, because they did like a flat. Was it a flat leather on the Columbias or the Legend Blues? The Legend Blues was like a flat leather, but I don't know. But I'm not even talking about the aspects of the shoe. They got that blue bottom on there. Then they got their Concord purple with the herringbone traction just on pieces of it. That carbon fiber. That carbon fiber on there with the little bumpiness and stuff. Of course, got the thick laces, reminiscent to a basketball net on like every pair of 11s. Oh, and get to the inside. They got the Concord or the shoe insert and whatever. If you can see, I don't know if you can see in there, but you got the Nike Air, got the sticker in there, the sizing sticker. Hopefully you can see in there. I don't know, but there isn't too much. I'm not gonna say not too much special about the shoe, because the shoe in totality is special. But as far as new aspects or anything, nothing except for the 45 and the high pattern leather, because sometimes they have the high, like the OGs had the high, then they went with the low, now the high is back. But these are some of the greatest shoes of all time. But I think they could have did a little bit more, or they could have changed some things up, but maybe people would have got mad. But one thing I like the 45, I like the way that it looks, like aesthetically, like with the more vertical pattern. I think if they do bring back the 23, everybody wishes it would have been stitched. And if they would bring back the 23, I don't like the 23 like this. I think they should go with a more vertical 23. But that's not how they came or whatever. I think it looks better. It looks better. You could imagine the 23 with a more vertical look. But gonna do some on feets on here, man. Sorry for being so long-winded and stuff. But gonna do some on foot looks and everything. Holla at your boy. Yeah. What are your thoughts on the 2018 Jordan 11 Concords? Are these one of the greatest shoes in history? Did they do them justice this year? What changes do you think they should have made or shouldn't have made or whatever? Drop your comments in the comment section. Like, comment, subscribe. Gonna be the greatest of the most hated. Holla at your boy. Peace out.